Back in the day, we used to just compare the number of items in a furnace or composter if we wanted a specific signal level. Sure. I can do that too. Does the furnace can be fine-tuned too, right? See, that's something I didn't remember. I like being able to use plants and flowers and stuff though for this. That's awesome. Yeah. All right, let's get tiny potatoes. We have 22. Let's get our corporea over here. And get this going. Let's put you here. Nope, because I need you as well. All right, let's watch my fly meter. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You there. All right, now we're gonna take a break and we'll do the next one. That might be in range. No. Nope, we're getting there though. We have enough. The ring of the Flugel, is that's the next tier, right? That means my flight would last longer. Which one is it? Is it not a ring? I can't remember. There. It's an eye. The eye of the Flugel. That is, you get it from the Gaia 2. It's a relic, right? We'd have to try to fight the Gaia 2. But this makes the ring last longer? Or the tiara last longer? I was pretty sure it was instant transfer within the one dimension, like you could bind it to one spot. But I'd have to probably get my Lexica to know for sure. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there you go. Looks like you connected. Yep, you are now connected. Great. So if we put the sand in there, that should work, right? Because our iron is in the network. Yeah, great. Okay, so now we just need to get mana over here, and that is going to require a spark tinkerer. That one is off to the side. Why did I do that? No, that's gonna drive me crazy. I'm gonna need to move it back. It needs to be there. Let's move you now. All right, step one, take you all down. And move you over to this one. And then we're going to take you off, and of course you fall. Blink. And we're going to take the spark off of you, and of course you fall. Actually, probably shouldn't take the spark off, should I? Will it empty at some point here? When this is empty? I do not know. I don't want to waste mana by breaking it. I suppose what I could do, since this is so low, we'll do that. Come on. Great. Woo! Alright, let's go get a Spark Tinkerer and a Dominant Spark. And do we have more hourglasses? Are we going to need to make some? We have one. We need to do that. Let's make sure you should still be in range of all those down there. Yes. So the next thing is we need to put one here. And yeah, we need to make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I see why. Anyone else see it? These lines that divide up the center of the floor do not line up with the ceiling. That's kind of why that happened. I'm an imperfect builder. Yep. It's not gonna bother me like it would other people, so yeah. All right, first, can you reach? You can reach, so that's fine. Then we put the Tinkerer there and Dominant Spark. Ugh. We need a piece of mana glass because I like to light up my pools so I can find them easier. Do not believe I have any. Oh, no, I have elf glass. I don't want to use that. So let's grab some glass. and make some. All right, so eventually you should, yeah, because you can reach that. So when that switches over to not being a dominant spark every 30 seconds, this one should start filling up. There it goes. Yay! So now the real test, right? Since it has mana in it now, that is the real test. And it immediately got picked up. We have 4, 5. Sweet. We can definitely speed this up. Oof, let me in there. Let's do 2 seconds. I bet we could do 1, but maybe not. Did this already turn off? It did. Okay. 9 is not exactly where I wanted this to be. So we need this to be higher. That makes sense though. 4 would be 2, 4. Yeah, that would make sense. So what we want in there is actually probably I'm looking at my picture. If we did a sapling, that's 12. A flower is 7, which would be double that number. Let's put a flower in. Let's do 12. We'll have a level of 12. Yay! We're gonna check Mana Steel off our list. We now have Mana Steel. Probably want to upgrade this because it only has a stack limit of 8. Well, if I did a signal of 15, I would just need to put a redstone block there. And what would 15? What is the number that would be in our crystal cube after 15? Redstone torch. You're right. Yeah. 8,000. I don't really want to do that much right now. I will eventually. But I think that would convert practically all of my iron that I have at the moment. Well, no. I have 228 stacks of iron ingots. With a lot of iron ore up here too. 12 would be 1,000. See, I'm fine with that. It's probably like 1024, whatever the number is. So we'll do that. Yep, we're already at 57. Yay! So this needs to be increased. Or we won't have any room for more. So we're gonna need to get a couple of upgrades in there. I don't think I have any more upgrade templates. Any? Nope, but we do have a drawer we're not using that we can convert into templates unless I happen to have. Nope. All right. I probably don't have anything else that I really need for it. Okay. Template. And then I've been using emeralds because I currently don't have a use for emeralds. I'm out of sticks. All right. And there we go. Now this can hold 256 stacks of 32. Is that what that is? 356 times, oh, the times 32 is the base. 32 times the base. Gotcha. We'll be fine. 256 stacks. Our crystal cube will disable crafting long before that. Yeah. All right, so the other side of this hall over here is going to be crafting using crafty crates, and we're gonna need one once we build our sugarcane farm to convert sugarcane into sugar that we can then request sugar over here and convert it into mana powder. So our next step is a sugarcane farm and then sugarcane into sugar. But that makes me happy. This makes me happy. Let's clean up some of this. And oh no. Well, that was unpleasant. I'm out of space. I need more sugar boxes. I think I have a couple more. I do. I have one more. Let's color it. What should we color it? Let's color it. You can upgrade your shulkers with what? Explain that one, if you can use iron chest to upgrade your shulkers. It might have been a later update. Might be 1.14 or above. Because would there be, I'm guessing you can make your shulkers be even larger? I don't think you can in this one. If that's a thing at all. We'll make it green because I have more potatoes in here too. Green, and we shall put greenery in it that we've all of a sudden have in here. Put plants in it too, but we're gonna do this stuff, which we'll eventually want to get more. I'm considering, but they kind of go together, the corporeal sparks. But I was trying to think, maybe I could do the flowers in there too. That would free up space in that box for the corporea and mana stuff. You go in here. We need some more red string. We have 2 of those left. Or just having, well, the problem with having corporeal indexes everywhere is I don't have everything indexed yet. I don't have everything indexed yet. So I think our next thing is to plan the sugarcane farm. And we're gonna need observers, which means duping a bunch of nether quartz so that we can make the observers, right? Observers need nether quartz. I was right. And we're gonna need to make a bunch of pistons. Yeah. But it might be good to figure out how many we can squeeze into that area. And yeah, I think I'm gonna make that just sugarcane because there's so much sugarcane needs for this pack. All the different runes all need it, and some of the runes need actual sugar and sugarcane, and we're gonna need it for cake. We're gonna need a lot of cake. Fermented spider. Yeah, we just need it for a lot of things. So maybe that whole square will just be... You like my rune platforms? We'll get to actually using them here pretty soon. These are just the first 8. Yeah. And I used petal blocks for the colors, petals and clay for the shadow. Yeah. I have no idea where to put the other 8, and I have to figure out where to put the mana one, which is part of the other 8. After I've got the fire and earth one made. I don't know how I'm organizing it. If I'm gonna like branch them out, that'd be kind of cool. Like you see how this one's connected here to there. If I did one from here to here and had it go tier up the 5 steps like I did there, have it there and then there, and just then I'd have 4 in each corner, and that could work. And there's potential for these platforms to connect in some way as I figure out how I want to make the garden-y stuff. Right now they're floaty, and they may stay floating, but there's a potential things can connect. There's a potential any of these platforms can connect and become a larger thing, but I don't have that in mind yet. All right, let's go to our creative world and work on a large sugarcane farm. That's more than just one wall. Woo, here's our creative world. Yeah, my Kikmer is set up. I will need it for that. Giant sugarcane farm. Where shall we place you? Probably should clear my inventory and start fresh. That did leave my monocle on, right? Yep. And we're going to need a wand. We'll start with that again. And we're going to need a hopper hawk. And a mana pool. We'll get all that established. Then sand, because I like what sand looks like instead of dirt. Not because it grows any faster or slower. What is gravasand? Oh, that's kind of cool. Gravasand is crafted with sand and ender pearl. It falls only when it has a redstone signal. It floats up if it can't fall. Emits a redstone comparator signal of 15. And can propagate to adjacent gravasand. What does that mean? I like the floating up part I'm seeing here in the animation. It's just floating up and down. I don't know what you would use that for. There had to have been something in mind. Oh, now I understand the propagating. The redstone signal can transfer through the blocks to cause them all to float in like connected order like slime blocks do. Well, I don't have any use for gravasand at the moment. But that could be fun to play with. I just saw it and was like, what are you? Alright, so, and then we need living rock brick because it is my favorite block of all time. Living rock is just, it's the better marble. I know people who love the really plain, smooth quartz look, or I like Astral Source or marble, but there's just something about living rock that I just, and one of the Unlimited Chisel Works blocks that is with living rock, you guys, I really want to use this. It is so pretty. Oh, let's turn you off. That, I don't know why I like it so much. And it's really noisy, but for some reason I really like it. Yep. Don't know why. But it just looks so nice. So I have to find somewhere to use this. It doesn't work so well. Excuse me. It doesn't work so well in the block craftery. Like when I tried to use it in slabs and I was going to change my walkways to it because it is a more trodden block. But look what it does when you put it in there. I don't like it with the tiny texture. See, this is noisy. This is really noisy. So, no on that. And then I need water. And the chest. Alright, so let's just kind of go out here. Let's do here. Hello, animals. And let's calculate this. 11 by 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Why did I say 11 by 11? 21 by 21 by 21. That is the size. Oops, went one too far. Alright, so this is the X and Z size of a Hopper Hawk range. So we'll start with that. What we need is to have the sugarcane drop anywhere within this range. But we need to make sure we put the Hopper Hawk somewhere in the middle. Okay. It won't necessarily be down here. It could, if I move it, the Hopper Hawk up, our range will be 21 blocks in the Z direction as well. So starting with this. Nope, there we go. Now, what we could do if we did the sand here, the width of this setup is, we need observers and regular pistons, of which we're going to have to craft a bunch of, and redstone, and we may need, we're going to probably need repeaters. No, we won't. Yeah. And so no, we need it here, don't we? Like that, right? I've actually, yeah, brass is one I've looked at too. Is it just to hold back the water for now? Yeah, so I heard it has an interesting progression. I heard. They probably have done it similar enough to Sevtech Ages. I mean, not exactly, because I think they made their own progression system. That should work, right? No. Wait. Okay, fantastic. That works. Oh, no, you. It would be cool if you could change the texture of the piston block so you could hide it better. What you could, if you wanted to make it a little bigger, you could make these sticky pistons and have a block. So then it could be any block you wanted instead of the piston. I mean, that is a thing you could do. I'm not gonna bother. Because I'm not gonna bother. But what I'm thinking is that if we did... we did more here. How far would we, how many of these rows would we be able to get in this space and still be able to fit in here? Okay, so it takes up 2, and we're going to need a space so that the redstone doesn't connect. Because it's going to be the observers and pistons, and then this spot will be the redstone. Nope. That spot will be the redstone line. Pistons and observers, redstone line. So unless the blast furnace doesn't work, Darkwing. So that is how we figure that out. Yep. So then this would be there. And then space. We wouldn't be able to do this one because it would push it outside the range of that hopper hawk. But if we start from here, let's figure this out. If we start here and do the sand here, and then sand here. That won't work quite right. Okay. My next thought is, instead of that, if we made these expensive, they are expensive, right? Yeah, because they require these fermented spider eyes, and it's just, yeah. But if we made these, can we configure it so that the redstone does that, but not that? No, see, it looks like it still does. Okay, what I'm thinking about is that we'd be able to do two separate. That's not possible. I don't know what I was thinking. But then again, because what I want is that. Ooh, boy, these are pricey, but only because of the fermented spider eye, which we have mushrooms galore, and we have spider eyes galore, and we'll be making sugarcane for the sugar. But this would be able to compact this spot a bit better. So if we did that instead, it would mean our sand we could do that. That's one layer then, right? So then our next layer. Hey, Anima, kitty love, huh? I don't even know where my kitties are. Oh, that kitty love. Yes, a Borland's on a mana spreader does break sugarcane cuboid droid. Yes. However, a bore lens only breaks 6 blocks. So you're limited by that length. A bore lens has a max 6 blocks. Does agricarnations work on sugarcane? Is this something that works? Are you within range? You're not. I mean, you doubt it because you can't bone meal it, and that's true. But is it bone meal ticks or is it growth ticks? Might be bone meal. You'd see something by now, so I'm going to agree with you. All right. Good to know. So it does appear that this is how we'll be able to do one layer. Then the second layer would be... sand, water. Okay. And if this water is the height that the lowest that the hopper hawk can reach, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So the final water would, this would be this spot right here, if that's where that farm lines up. But this would be the max height that a hopper hawk can reach if we put him smack dab in the middle of the farm. Right now he can only reach 11. But we need to move him up, and we could figure out how many layers. How many layers will this be? So we've got piston observer, redstone, PCB. Here? No. One more. Because we've got piston and observer here. That is true. You could put gaps in the water. That's true. Thank you. That is not something that I had even considered, because we could do, ooh, there we go. If we had the line of water here, we could just do a sign to hold the water up, and sugarcane would fall through here, wherever we had it flowing into. And then it could fall into the range of the hopper hawk. So yay! That's another thought I would not have had without your help. So this doesn't matter. In fact, we can leave the hopper hawk on the ground like it is. Is it going to be in the way? It's going to be in the water stream. 1,000 waits for applause. Aw. Alright, so do we keep building this, or now that we've planned what we're going to do, we can start doing one wall? Because I have to make a bunch of pistons and observers to do just one wall of it. And PCBs. So we have to do a bunch of crafting. We need to get it started, because right now I'm not automatically collecting any sugarcane. It's a manual process. So we need to at least get it started, and then, like I'm doing with my farm, crafting stuff when I have nothing else to do, crafting a bunch of things and expanding the farm. This will be a lot. We'll lay this out, and again, we can do layer upon layer as we need to, but this is going to hold, this is 21. So this is 42. And we've got times 3, 42 times 3. Let's do a little bit of math that I don't normally do. We have 126 farm spots on each layer. Multiply that by 2, because each time it harvests, you'll get potentially 2 sugarcane. Yeah. I wouldn't want to do that though, and I don't think so, but I wouldn't want to do that because it would break the planted one as well that does the growing. And quark dispensers do not place sugarcane. So we could get 252 if, yeah, we could get 252 sugarcane if the whole entire layer harvested everything perfectly all at once type of deal. Sweet. That's awesome. That's totally doable. These are expensive to me, but I think they'll be worth it for this particular farm setup, and the fact that we can put our redstone right next to each other and not have it connect. That takes out the wasted space. Yep. All right, let's go back to our main world and start crafting materials. And actually, Atlas has just approached, so I'm going to do the kitty love while this loads up. Shouldn't take too much longer. And give him some love. Come here, Atlas. Come here. Well, you're lost. Hermes came. Hermes is like, hey, I'm going for love. Aren't ya? Atlas just looked at me from 3 feet away like, I'm not moving. Nope. Hermes has hopped down from the tree and he's like, yeah, I'm going for that. Whoa. Yeah, and Atlas is still just sitting 3 feet away like, what? Darkwing, I need sugar for every single rune I craft. At least the elementals. Because I'm going to be converting it to mana powder. It's the cheapest mana powder. Yeah, I do need sugar for... Actually, it's sugar cane. I need sugar cane for the water rune. But I also need fermented spider eyes, which will need sugar for the autumn rune. Yep. I should actually go see... Hermes is done. He didn't want the whole 5 minutes. So I should go see here. What if we should turn this off? 187 stacks. Woo! And we're still doing just fine with maintaining 2 stacks of the hydros and 2 stacks of the endos. Let it run. I might as well. The flowers we're doing really well on. We get stacks at 288, so we need 100 more stacks before it'll need to be upgraded. The ones that we use currently the most are still doing really well at production. So yeah, and how are we for mana tablets? 64 and 64. That was higher. That was at, oh, now it's 65. It was at 72, wasn't it? Not too long ago. I did just fill 2 mana pools over there for where the mana steel. I filled the buffer one and the one for the actual mana steel conversion. So that, yeah. That, we'll just leave it for now. It's still not running low. And I think my Narslimus, I crafted 4 early this morning when I first got up. They're very likely dead. It's been over an hour. So I'm probably not getting any mana from my slimes right now. And they're not something I want to craft at the moment. Because they need those autumn runes that I need the mycelium and was it the dry grass? Yeah, really need to get that set up. But we're working on this. This right now means we need to go upstairs and craft a whole bunch of things. We need observers and where did I put? Oh, I've got them on me. We need a lot of observers. We've got 6, and we need a lot of PCBs, and we need a lot of pistons. So we have enough pistons to do run row because we need 21. But we need a lot more observers. We're gonna need a lot more PCBs. We can get the sugar cane. We can get the sugar or the sand, which I prefer instead of dirt. You can use dirt. Just don't want to use dirt. And we've got infinite water. And we have infinite, at this point, living rock. So that's all set. Got a lot of redstone. All right, so let's do observers. Oop, I already had that in here. Let's go grab cobblestone. You might not need as many PCBs as you think because you can do PCB on PCB, then regular block on. You're not making sense, Anima. You mean I can alternate between PCB and regular block? in pairs of 2. So and then on the other side, these 2 would be PCBs and these 2 would be PCBs. Oh, come on. So that I get the most bang for my buck, I don't know. I don't know why I'm connecting to 3 sides. But if I can do that, you're right. That would mean far less. That would be half the amount of PCBs, approximately, than what I would actually need. But we need to go get some more cobblestone. And that means I think I'm going to turn my cobblestone gen on and use up the mana that I have. This mana here isn't connected to anything, and I want to get rid of it. This pool will probably stay and become one of those tinker lines. But I need to get rid of this. It has a little... Oh, good. This is empty now. Probably from when I crafted the mana glass. But I want to get rid of that pool and probably this pool. But if we turn it on, we can get rid of it pretty quickly. And I know that we're gonna be using a lot of this if I didn't have so much crud in my inventory right now. All right. There we go. We got some observers. Now we need PCBs. What do we need for PCBs again? Fermented spider eyes. We have to fetch all the stuff for that, and sugar is probably going to be my hindrance. And the dye we're fine on, and stone. Yeah, sugar is gonna be our problem because I've not been harvesting any unless there's a bunch over here. Oh good, 11 stacks. We're set. Mushrooms. All right. Let's craft some of these guys. Yay. And now we need some stone. And is it light gray? Light gray. Grab some light gray petals. All right. And I don't think I have any stone in here, so we need to fetch stone. Where is our mortar and pestle? Dye. PCB. There we go. Fantastic. That did not take as long as I thought it would, but now we have a bunch of stuff to put away. I don't have a ton of sand in here, but we'll grab what we have. I have a feeling eventually this storage area will be useless. It'll just be a Corporea index with like random stuff in it. Put the sand in here. And we'll put the sugar cane there. The sugar here. Spider eyes, blaze powder. Water. Do I have it already? I do. Let's take some of this stuff out. I need the soul sand. Put the soul sand in here. That's a good counter. Yep, that is Hermes using the scratching post that you can hear. He's the only one who has front claws, so yep. It's unfortunate, but I would never remove their claws. It's not a choice that I got to make. Exactly, Hermes. Why would you do that?